started. This is the Redhawk Center. Let's take a look around. Here we pretty much got locker rooms. We got the main court right now. The men's team seems to be practicing. Over here we got women's locker rooms. We got soccer, softball, basketball, and volleyball. Over here we got baseball, soccer, basketball locker rooms. Then head downstairs. Downstairs, pretty much we got dance studios, hitting facilities. The Rudy's Nest is where we take film. A lot of teams come in here, do film. Opponents come in, hang out. Got main entrance. Normally kids come in, do study hall hours. Teams loading buses. Soccer is on their way to go take on another opponent, so good luck to them. Down the hallway, we got all different kinds of fun decor, state or national championships, all the accolades through the years. Hope to bring in a couple of WCC accolades from the championships. Over here, we got weight room. Pretty much our second year getting done. It looks really nice. They did an amazing job on it. Pretty much we got all racks, fresh turf. The black turf is my favorite personally. Got a bunch of racks, a bunch of different cable work stuff. So it's a fun time in here to get our work in, get a lift in. They do a great job. They give us a nutrition bar, stuff all this, keep our health right, nutrition right, get us fueled, protein and all that stuff. So they do a really amazing job. And here we got practice court. Normally this is where we're at. Men's team's upstairs, we'll come down here, vice versa, or volleyball. Kind of once everyone's seasons can match up, we'll switch in between that. But extra shots, we come down here. It's a nice little extra place, just get some shots up to work on the game a little bit. Down here we got athletic training room, and then another entrance to our rec, and men's basketball offices. Men's offices are down here. We got athletic training room with amazing trainers. Marissa, our trainer, getting the work in, getting everyone right. Here is our locker room area. This is more kind of the lounge area where we hang out. You know, sometimes a couple of us have to take a couple naps before class, or if we're waiting to do some workouts. But pretty much on the other side of the door is locker area where we have all our gear and everything. Here for games we come in, this is where we do pregame talks, all that, get the game plan rolling, to see kind of what we're gonna do for that game and that scout. We have a little nutrition center. It's currently not stocked, but don't worry. We get good food, they feed us right, they get us some good stuff, so leftovers for right now. And then we got all the fun detailing. We got the culture, you know, kind of what we stand for here. PhD mentality, passion, hustle, and determination is a big thing from Coach Sky. So just some few reminders. We got the fun little things on the wall. Outwork yesterday, shot makers, not takers, and no energy vampires. That's a big thing here, you know, that's what Sky stands for. So it's a fun place, you know, hoping to bring some WCC championships here in the future and stuff. So thank you again for coming along. I'm Sid, and peace.
My name is Skyler Young, head coach at Seattle University, and this is Get to Know the Staff. I think a long time ago, my high school coach, Todd Johnson, I would go have dinners at his house and watch film and go to other games and scout, and I just knew I really wanted to coach on the other side at some point, even in high school during that time, but definitely when I got to college and started working with the women's basketball team there under Ron Stewart, who was a head coach there, did that for my career, and then I knew when I was done and graduated, I knew I wanted to coach. It meant the world to me. It's like a full circle moment. I remember when I was, 22 years old when I came out here with 6 duffel bags and went to this land that I didn't know anybody from, and then I met quite a few people that I'm still close with, and an honor to work with a professional organization that I worked for. But then to have my first head coaching job happen in the city that I've been trying to get back to, it's like I'm a big man that walks by faith, and I believe things don't just happen, without a reason. So I think I'm here for a purpose.
Coach Sky and I have actually known of each other and known one another for a long time. Way back to when I was a student athlete, he coached at Bradley University when I was at Missouri State. So then we jumped over and competed. We were both recruiting coordinators at rival WCC programs. I was at St. Mary's as a recruiting coordinator. He was at Portland. And so we would clash and recruit a lot of the same kids. Me personally, being from Seattle and knowing Coach Sky and just how skilled and talented he is, his love for the game and student athletes, it was a no-brainer for me to come back home and work for him.
He and I coached against each other in the Horizon League. He was at Detroit, I was at Milwaukee. We're both from Michigan, great mutual respect, super coach, so it was a no-brainer to join his staff, and you can't beat this city and location. But Coach Sky is a super guy, great coach, and a loyal friend.
Interesting enough, Coach Sky was one of my assistants during my journey as a college athlete. I've always been a fan and fond of his style of basketball, but also just his style of leadership. I just saw his vision of what he has for Seattle women's basketball, and that is also bridged with his other hires as well. So from Coach Mo to Coach Rachel, we all share that same passion for women's sports, but also the vision that we have for Seattle.
This is such an elite basketball conference, being an assistant in the conference for 5 years, seeing these coaches now that, they were head coaches and now they're equals with them, playing against them, coaching against them. From Gonzaga with Lisa Fortier to Michael Meek down there to Scott Ruick now. And all the coaches in this league are great coaches, but, it just means the world to me to be able to face these competition, and definitely, coaches like Michael Meek, somebody who's taught me so much, to be able to compete against him on a regular basis now is an honor and a privilege, and it would just make me become a better coach. So I'm just honored and privileged just to have this opportunity.
I love the WCC for a variety of reasons. I think it's the most competitive mid-major conference in the country. There's so many talented teams and coaches and athletes, student athletes that we have in the conference. I think the travel schedule is great, and it's a conference that really puts mid-majors on the map.
It just changed the game as far as our whole entire program, just the look of it, the caliber of athletes that are interested in coming to play for our program. It's just set Seattle U up for a great future ahead in this conference. You got to find people here for, the whole experience as a student and an athlete, which means they take academics very seriously, but they also take the game with passion very seriously, and trying to create that whole person mentality, not just a student and not just an athlete. You're here to combine both as a university pillars are, but for our program, that's a big piece. You gotta be passionate about getting that degree and passionate about playing on the floor. Well, the culture is just a confidence, united, leadership, trust, was recruiting, understanding, and the execution of the overall, plan is a big culture. But if I had to break it down, it's communication with each other, and that's creating relationships. It's a two-way street with that. It's being competitive on the floor, off the floor, a sense of consistency, doing the same things over and over. We like to say, do it until you can't get it wrong, instead of you do it till you get it right. And that's on the court and in the classroom. Being consistent where you sit, being consistent how you study, developing those habits to become the greatest version of yourself. And then the most important thing, big pillar, is control. And I like to say you always control two things, your attitude and your effort every day, and that's all we ask for.
How would I describe Coach Sky?
Savant, great basketball mind, incredibly loyal and passionate.
Competitive?
Honestly, I feel like we're really similar in that way. Super high-strung, high energy, really detail-oriented, but also he's a people person. He loves to communicate, and he's a softie at heart. He's an empath.
Passion, hustle, determination. That's what I'll say.
We rise in the West. We see the boundless horizon. We celebrate long days and the longer light. It ignites our passion. It fuels champions and inspires those who play lights out. As each day sets, we are always the last one standing. It's our zone because we rise in the West, the West Coast Conference.
I feel like I've watched enough mic'd up videos to where I'm like, okay, I know not to be like that. I didn't even do my makeup. Sydney, say hi to the camera.
Hi.
This is my auntie. Hello. I'm older than her. Today's gonna be a great day, chat. Oh, don't hurt him.
Is this thing on? Is this thing?
Where is he? I don't know where he is. Oh, he's over there. Nice! Got you! Got you! Got you, Drift! Got you, got you! One more! Right here, T. Back, back. Good. One more! Back, safety. Nice! Good, 5! Got you, Clow! One more. Nice! Hey! Good job. Good rebounds. Yup. Stop ball! Grab it. Go. Yep, get there. Grab it! You got a box, Lou! Hey, switch. I'm here. Grab it, yes. Good job, Lou. Whoopsie. Watch out, back! Oh! Grab it! I got it. Ugh. We need middle to want the ball, though. Lou, want the ball because it helps us. Good job. Yes? Okay.
So when you're guarding, right?
Because she's
here.
going, okay.
Because if you jump here, she's just going to beat you middle.
Okay. Switch. Good pass, Jan. Stay with. I'm here. No help. Yes. Good job. You're fine. Don't cut that out. Nice, Jan. Beautiful. Lucy, switch. I'm here.
Hey, we can live with that.
Yes, Aaliyah!
Lucy. Yeah. Good. Grab that. I'm here. Okay. Give me 2. Money.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yup. Hit it. I'm in. Woo. Yeah. Let's play.
Shameless plug. Follow me on Instagram, Coach Richard Sort.
Oh my gosh.
Together on 2, 1, 2.
Together. Hope you have a great day. And yeah.
My name is Tamia Stricklin. I'm a small forward at CLU, and I'm from Renton, Washington. Once I entered the transfer portal, I think home was always a possibility that I wanted to do, and I think coming on my official visit, I think Sky and the coaching staff really aligned with what I wanted for myself for how to finish my college career. So I think that was a big thing, and obviously coming home, there's a big plus of having my family members and my extended family coming to home games. I think that was something that was really big of a plus coming back home. I would say my biggest role models are my parents. I think they poured a lot into my youth of basketball and just making sure I was getting to every AAU trip that I needed to go to or being on the right team to make sure I got exposed for recruitment. I think that was really big. And then I think my last role model is my brother. I think he's very hardworking and always pours into me. I think he's been able to be really good with pouring into me of what he's learned to pass down my wisdom onto me, which I think has made me a better person and made him be a good role model to look up to. I think on the court, I think is having support. I think it's really nice to have my parents and my brother almost at every single home game, and then it's always an extra plus seeing my extended family of my cousins and my aunties coming to games. So just to see them, even if I'm making a mistake, just knowing that they're there for me through the good and bad. As far as in off the court, it's been really nice to have my family members, and especially knowing that it's a 30-minute drive home. So if I want to go home to rant to my parents or need to cry, or if I want a home cooked meal from my mom, I'm able to do that. So that's been really good to just have that option to go see them every now and then. I think the hardest part in my recovery was probably being patient. I'm not the most patient person, but I had to. So it took time. It took me about 12 months to recover from my injury. So I think it's, in the long run, it's helped me with anything in life and basketball that, if things aren't going your way, just stay the process. So I think that's been a really big thing. And going into my senior year, just like not taking anything for granted, just because when I was out for the season, you learn how much you miss basketball and love basketball. So I think going into my senior year has been really big of, just being present, enjoying every moment while it lasts. I think where I get my resilience from is probably through God, my prayer. I think that's where the big things I had to rely on, trusting, not my own ways, but His ways, that, that there's a bigger plan for me. And then also just having the support from my family during my recovery. They were coming out to my prior school, making sure I was good. So I think that was important as well. I think being home helps fighting through adversity, but I think relying on my teammates has been the biggest aspect that I've tried to change as well, just relying on them, knowing that they can help me as well and I can help them in any way. So I think that's been really big. Ways I've been able to lead the team on the court is being vocal. I think that's something I've been trying to work on, just being more comfortable in my own skin doing that. I think it's for the greater good. So helping out the upperclassmen as well, or even, the younger freshmen that are coming in, I think that's been super helpful, just making sure that they're good, or they need any help with anything, that I'm there to assist them with anything. Summer was a big part of it. I think we really made an effort to make sure that we were hanging out with each other. And I think it also happened organically as well. I don't think it was ever really forced, hey, let's plan something out. I think it would just happen and we'd be like, hey, you want to go grab food? Hey, you want to go to the lake? So I think that really built a strong chemistry for us that has transferred over onto the court as well. I think for the team, I think the biggest thing is to compete. Coming into a new conference, I think we have something to prove. So making sure we're going out there, we're working our hardest, all 40 minutes. As for myself, I think the biggest goals I have is just to be present and enjoy every moment.